Right folks, this is a part 2, because I will upload the other, well I would have uploaded the other video that I wouldn't have uploaded if I hadn't have sorted this out. I've got a 12k in there. Still a big thanks to John for doing that ROM chip for me. So I've got a 12k in there that I think had a faulty CPU, so I've swapped it out. That's the old type CPU. I've got loads of these new types. But I'm not pretending to be any expert or anything, because I'm not, I'm a nobody, but it was me who actually discovered them, because everyone told me on the Mecca that they'd be fake, they wouldn't work, they'd be crap. They're only about £3 each. So I took a chance and I bought 10 of them. I had 10 of them bought over from America, well through eBay, whatever. And people were on the Mecca, certain people, oh they'd be fakes, they won't be no good, they'd be rubbish, they won't work, blah blah blah. Anyway, cut a long story short, I bought 10 over. It cost me about 30 quid, that was all. They all worked, still using them. So I told a few other people, and loads of people, I bought some more as well. I think I bought another 30 of them or something like that. So it's a really good CPU. They work perfectly, impeccably. I think with this machine, I think that's faulty. But that's okay, that's for another day. So this board was out of Aladdin's Cave. So the Aladdin's Cave has worked for the last 2 years, but like I say, I think the CPU is faulty, so I'll swap that. It wasn't happy with this in out, which I've just had sent back. I think that mod there might have something, it might not, I could be talking bollocks. I'm no expert, I'm really not. I'm just someone who's willing to have a go, that's all. This is the thing with System 8 is, I do find with them, more than any other tech, if the board combinations they're not happy with, they just don't work, they just don't want to know. They don't just keep cutting out, and as you seen on the last video, the machine was working fine, then it just started cutting out. And I think it was a combination of the in-out and the CPU weren't happy with each other. I don't know, I don't think there's any exact science, but I'm no expert either, so I honestly don't know. And this is why we say that System 8 is a really complex and over the top tech, because you can put one, I mean the machine's flashing away perfectly now and working fine. As before, as you see in the last video, it worked fine for a bit, then it didn't want to know. It just kept cutting out every time I put a coin in, just kept cutting out, and there you go. So, anyway, we're on the 12k board, and we're on the different in-outs, which has also come back from my mate Alan, by the way. And this in-out will be fine in another machine, but just not this one. This one, he doesn't want to know. It boots up, fires up, plays for a couple of goes and then cuts out. The reset light kept coming on, and once it does that, it cuts out. So here we go again. Hopefully it'll be better. As you see with the last video, if you watched it, you really need to watch that one before this one, and you see the machine starts acting up. We'll let them spin so we can turn the line. You want 3. Yes, it's a joyous tech, isn't it, System 8, eh? I really do wish I was an expert. I am literally a nobody, but I'm willing to have a go. And I find with these System 8 is once you get the right combination of boards and everything's happy, they work fine. Like that one. That one had been down for a while and it was fine. I somehow got the right combination of boards. But that one, Super Cobra, actually goes through RAM chips a little bit. But another thing I've discovered is that you keep the RAM chips, you don't throw them out, put them back in another 6 months later or a year later when it goes down again and they work again. No idea why. So now I'm still kind of play testing this really. Can go down at any time. Three and like 8p. I don't know how it does it, whether it's just the nearest win or I don't know. Maybe someone will know. Need it for the coins. I'll play this for a good while, see. I'm going to hold them two, only because I can see the super blank. There you go. Didn't even give you a chance to press the button, it's done it. Happy days. You find as you play on a bit, you get a bit more confident that it's going to be okay. But then when it breaks down, you're like, oh, fuck's sake. Yep, money for nothing. Hold. The two of a kind's always going to be 4p, isn't it? That's a reverse start and it actually stops the third reel first. How unusual. I thought I was looking for that then. I'm going to take that money out. I couldn't ask for better. I'll just let that go into a trap mode a minute. A PCP. A lot of mirrored glass on this, as you can see the reflection. And there's actually sparkly glitter in some of the artwork, which is quite nice. This has a really unusual trap mode. Anyway, I'll have a few more goes. I'm always a bit nervous. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous, that's all. But sometimes you just got to go in, ain't you? And as you can tell, the sound is nice and crisp as well, because that was the main problem, was the sound, and it wasn't the soundboard. Then the reels started playing up. Only 8p. Oh, smells great. That's what it's all about, isn't it? How else would you spend your Sunday night? Question mark. Nice strong payout, 50-50. Well, folks, I would say I'm happy with that. But to me as well, the almost as important to me is the day after test with these, is where they've been switched off overnight and put them on the next day. And you can see the glitter. There's loads of glitter in this machine in the artwork. You must have spent a small fortune having these made. But there you go. So hopefully that's that one resolved for now. Well, for now, till it wants to. So it's got a different in out. It's got the 12K CPU with the new CPU chip in it, out of my stock, if you like. But I shall keep hold of that one. I always do, and I'll try it in another. I'll try it in another board at some other point. You never know. Anyway, folks, have a good night.